Out in the north where the tall pines grow, there's a wild man with skills you ought to know. Hammer in hand and a grin ear to ear. He's the Canadian builder we all share. He saws, he drills, he welds, he grinds, fixing the world one job at a time. But it's not just work, he'll teach you too, sharing the craft with the whole darn crew. It's sessional, oh don't you see? A little bit crazy, but that's the key. From wood to steel, he'll show you how. Community strong, we're building now. He'll crack a joke, then drop some gold. Tips and tricks from the young to the old. Grab your tools and join the plan. Learn, laugh, and build with the crazy man. Sessional. Yeah, that's right. Sessional. Work all night. From Canada's heart, the sparks will fly. Sessional. Come give it a try. Come give it a try. Come give it a
And happy Saturday, people. All my friends on Tubi Ubi. How are you all doing today? How is everyone? Hopefully you're having an awesome, great, grand day, and hopefully it's a beautiful, sunny day. I'm Saer. This is my channel. We talk about tools, projects, automotive, you name it. If it's trade related, we do it. And I got the sun trying to take my fame. Let's put some sunblock up. There you go. Got a little bit of sunblock up. But anyways, yes, here we chit chat and talk about how our day's going, the projects we're working on. You can ask me for advice, tips, ask me about tools. I can give you the best answer that I can, mostly on the tools that I own and I've used in my life. I can help you with building projects, fixing your car, fixing your truck, pretty much anything trade related. And I can also give you wisdom and advice. I'm an old man that lives in the forest off grid. I've got nothing but solar energy out my wazoo. And yeah, life is good. Anyways, how is everyone doing today? Who all's here? Is there anyone here? Anyone here that wants to say hello? 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 Oh, as we wait to see if people want to join in and talk and have some fun, chit chat. Show off some of my tools if you want to see some of my tools. All depends on what you guys want to talk about. Yeah. Do. No, I just got back from a day of doing some concrete, setting some piles and some piers. That was a fun way to spend my morning. I got concrete dust all over my Carhartts, and I got some in my hair. Yeah. I just had to go set some quick piles and posts, make sure they were done right. So that way, Monday, I know that things are going to get done right. So, yeah. Beep, 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 doo, 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 doo. Oh. Sitting and waiting. See if anyone joins me. La da dee da da da. Dee 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 dee. Oh, beautiful, relaxing day. A beautiful, relaxing day. Oh, stop it. Stop it. There. I'll keep the sun out. That's what keeps the sun out. Keep the sun glare down because the sun's over there right now. It's really big and bright. It's a big, bright sun. Very big, bright sun. Oh, yes. So what to talk about today? What to talk about? What do we want to talk about? What do we want to know? What do we want to learn? These are the questions that I have to ask you. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Oh. Bam, bam, bam. Oh, relaxing. Waiting to see if people want to come and chit chat, hang out, ask questions, maybe learn something. Yup, yup, yup. Oh, fun times. Fun times. I also got a tip for caulking because it was brought up in one of my friend's live streams. Tip for getting the air bubbles out of your caulking tube before you use it. So that way you don't get any unexpected surprises going out on your job. But I've got a little tip for getting the air pockets out of your caulking. 99.9% of the time, it works. There's that tiny 0.001% that might not work 100%, but 99.9% of the time it works to get the air pockets and bubbles out of your caulking. So when people join in, I'll show you guys. Didn't got power. Got power. Good. Do 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 do. One new notification. What do we got? Oh, anything exciting on Marketplace right now? I don't see anything exciting. Boom, 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 boom. So who's all here? Sharouche! How you doing, Sharouche? How's the weather over there? How's the day been going? How is everything going for you? Hopefully everything's good in the Middle East there for you. Hopefully there's a moment of quiet and peace. And hopefully life is good. I hope life is good for you. Just waiting to see if anyone else is going to pop in. I was going to share a tip on how to get the air pockets out of your caulking tube nifty little trick that I've used for years, and 99.9% of the time it works to get the air bubbles out of your caulking so you don't get unsuspected surprises. A trick that a lot of people don't know. Pretty much almost no one really knows it. But I know it. So how's my mic? Can you hear me well? Is my mic coming in clear? Can you hear me fine? Just need to do a mic check too. Make sure people can hear me. Is it loud and clear? Oh. That's good. That is good. That means my mic is working great. Oh. No. My brain is mush. I spent this whole morning doing concrete, pouring piles and that for a deck. I went over there yesterday and I'm like, oh my God, what the hell are these guys doing? I told them I'll go home. I'll deal with it tomorrow. I came in today and I got everything set up and done right, level, plumb and true. I'm covered in cement dust and cement mix. My hands were covered in cement because I forgot to take my mud mixer with me, so I had to mix it by hand. That was fun, but it was only 4 pails of cement that I had to mix, so not bad. Not the best stuff for your skin, I tell you. It dries your skin out, but hey, sometimes you got to do what you got to do, and you got to get a little dirty. No, I didn't get a haircut. I shaved my face. Didn't get a haircut, just shaved my face. Pretty close to a haircut, Shrews. No, I just shaved the Santa Claus beard off. Starting to look too much like Santa Claus, and it's too early for Santa Claus. Way too early. Oh. I look good always. Well, thank you. Flattery will take you miles. Oh, I wonder where everyone is this afternoon. Probably out having fun or watching football or something. What is it with people in football? Better to play the game than watch the game. Who wants to watch the game? We want to play the game, not watch it. Jeez. No. Oh, yoga doggy. Doggy 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 doggy. Oh, I still can't believe that one guy on my video where I was doing a quick comparison of the my Bosch multi-head driver and the Milwaukee installation driver. Well, it's apples and oranges. The Bosch is an impact. The Milwaukee's not an impact. Well, no, the Bosch isn't an impact. The Bosch is a drill. Like, come on, it's a drill. It's not an impact. He's like, you don't know your tools. Well, apparently you don't know your tools, because if you knew your tools, you'd know that Bosch was a drill, not an impact. Some people are just weird. I'm actually surprised I don't have a couple more people here. Oh yeah, that's the thing. Is a lot of people that comment on YouTube. They're nobodies, or they're DIYers, or they've just never touched a tool in their life. I've noticed that. Just a lot of people that really don't know what they're talking about. Or they say they're something that they're not. Oh well, I do commercial framing, but they don't. And you look at their profile picture, and you just know they don't work. They've never worked a day in their life. Like some of these people, when you look at their profile pictures, and it's like, yeah, I see, dude, I see how you look. You've never worked a day in your life. You live on government assistance. No. Yep, just another relaxing Saturday in the car tent, in the tent, waiting to see if more people join. More people join. When I get more people, I can show you my secret to getting the air bubbles out of the caulking gun, out of the caulk. You want to get the air bubbles out of your caulking? I got a trick. But, I need viewers. I need viewers to show people. Well, Shrush is always number one. He's my bestest friend on YouTube. You know that, Denny. He's my bestest friend. And he's a good friend. He's always here. He's always here, Denny. He's a big supporter of all the group, and he tries to make it to every groups, every live for everyone. Shrush is just kick ass. I love Shrush. but you're my number two friend for today, anyways. Hey, Denny. So how's Denny doing? What is Denny up to? What have you been up to today? I just went and poured a crap load of concrete this morning. Well, not a crap load, 3 pails, but it seemed like a crap load because I forgot my mixer and I had to mix it by hand in the pails. That was fun. But at least I got the piles and the piers in right and where they're supposed to be. No, went to the job yesterday and it's like, oh my God, guys, just go home, and I'll come back tomorrow and I'll make sure it's done right. So that way on Monday when you guys come in, you can put everything level and straight. I don't know. Skilled people are getting hard to find, and I want to retire, but I can't find anyone to replace me. I just can't find anyone to replace me, so I'm going to end up dying with a tool in my hand on a job site. I'm going to be 120 years old, and then it's going to finally happen. I'll have a hammer in one hand, a wrench in the other hand, right over. Eat. You can't eat. No eating. We all need to do a 4-day fast. Apparently, a 4-day fast is really good for your body and good for your health. So that's the thing. That's the thing is people don't believe me, Juan, when I tell them that I'm as old as Moses. So I got to give them a number that they believe. I got to give them a number that they believe. Oh, I had a shovel, but I'm mixing it in pails. Shovels don't really mix cement well in pails because for little jobs, I'll just mix it in pails and then just take the pail over and dump it in. I don't really use a wheelbarrow, so don't really use a wheelbarrow that much because I was mixing in pails so that way I can just carry the pail over and dump it in because someone took my garden hose, so I didn't have a garden hose. But it wasn't bad. Got it done. It's all in. Oh. So maybe we get a couple more viewers and I can share my secret to getting the air bubbles out of a caulking tube. I got a secret, but need more viewers because I don't want this just to be shared to just a couple people. I want a lot of people to know. I want a lot of people to know the secret to getting the air bubbles out of a tube of caulking. And it's really easy. And a lot of people, like almost no one really knows this trick because it's not taught anymore. It's not shown anymore. Well, I don't leave my tools on the job site. I don't leave my tools. My tools never get left on the job site. All my tools always go home. All my tools always go home. But the garden hose, like I'm surprised they didn't take the wheelbarrow. Like, come on. I'm surprised they didn't take the wheelbarrow. The wheelbarrow costs more than the garden hose. Someone took the garden hose. Don't know where it went. No one. I had to go pour some cement, and I didn't take my mixer. I didn't take my little mixer, so I had to mix it by hand. Juan. It was like making dough for cooking. It was like making dough for cooking. It was fun. It was good exercise. Well, we got 4 people now. 4 people. Yeah, if we get 2 more, I'll share the secret. I'll share my secret to getting the air bubbles out of the caulking tube. Get 2 more. It'll be fun. Come on. Come on, people. I know you all want to learn a secret. Da, 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 da. Do, 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 do. But in the meantime, is there any tools that I might own you guys want to ask me about, or ask my advice or opinions on anything? Anything specific you want to talk about? I got lots of tools, all kinds of tools, all kinds of weird tools. I got all kinds of knowledge, all kinds of knowledge. For you are just a glass of water that is waiting to be filled. Well, I am an ocean of knowledge waiting to fill your glass with knowledge. So, if you have questions and want to fill your glass with knowledge, that way you can eventually overflow and become an ocean like me. Feel free to ask the questions. Oh, God. Apparently, Festool wants me to try their concrete grinder. Apparently, Festool makes what they say is the best and most efficient and strongest concrete grinder out there. It's a corded grinder, but that's the thing. When you're doing a lot of concrete grinding, corded is the best because you're not stopping for batteries or anything like that. You just go. But apparently, they want me to try it so much that they're giving me a 60% discount on it. But I'm gonna hold out for at least a 75% discount because the thing's $1,000 friggin' dollars. $1,000 friggin' dollars. It looks cool, and the cooling ports are on the back, and they got a screen instead of like most grinders where it's on the goddamn front of the tool. It's got a really nice looking shroud. It's a nice looking tool, but friggin' it's $1,000. It's $1,000 for that thing. But they really want me to try it. So just the rep was down there when I was picking up new grinding wheels, and he was like, what do you use? And I use the old German Metabo. I got 6 of the German Metabos. They've never failed me. They've never let me down. They're easy to use. And I go, oh, so you should try the Fest. And I said, well, how much is the Fest? He goes, it's $1,000. I'm like, holy friggin' Christ sakes, no way. Not a chance in hell am I trying the Fest tool. He goes, well, I can give you a 60% deal. And I looked at him, and 60% off 1,000. I don't know. I said, I can go buy that Bosch for $200, and it's a lifetime tool. And he's like, and I turn around and say, oh, if you ever come to mind, and you want to give me 75% off, I'll buy one and I'll give it a try. But ain't no way I'm spending more than $300 on a friggin' cement grinder. Not a way, a chance in hell. And mostly when I've got a couple that work perfectly fine. Like, no. But $1,000 friggin' dollars for a cement grinder. I don't care what the name is on it. You gotta be smoking some serious drugs. Like serious drugs. You got a router. What router did you get? What did you get, Shrush? What router did you get? What did you buy? Which one did you buy? Oh, you got the Flex. How do you like it? How do you like it aside from the absurdly oversized heavy battery? I heard the Flex is a pretty good grinder. I heard the Flex is a pretty good router. I heard they make a pretty good one, but the size of their batteries just makes all their tools big and bulky. Like I don't think they have a small battery. And that's the thing that I don't like about Flex. They got tools that they can use like a small battery on, no problem. But no, they got these monstrous, massive batteries that just make the tool ridiculous. But no, well, hopefully when it comes in, you can tell us all about it and your experience with it and what you like and dislike about it. Maybe you can do a little video for us and share it with us, and that'd be cool. That would be cool. Mm-hmm. Like I myself, I'm never gonna get into Flex because Flex isn't sold in Canada anymore. We don't sell Flex up here. That's because we don't have a Lowe's. We got Rona, and Rona isn't carrying Flex anymore. Rona up here is going to be going Craftsman, DeWalt, Metabo, and Bosch. That's what Rona's doing up here. Home Depot up here in Canada might be getting rid of Makita. Might be getting rid of Makita up here. They're talking about it because they're not making any money off of it. They're just not making enough money off of it. And they're thinking about replacing them with Bosch because Bosch has a good big new lineup coming up throughout the next couple months and into next year. A huge lineup. They got new automotive tools. They got new multimeters. They've broadened their spectrum of tools. Like they've doubled their tool footprint. They've got a lot of cool new stuff coming out. But yeah, but that's the thing is I buy most of my tools from KMS anyways because KMS gives me an extra year warranty on top of the warranty. And I don't have to keep my receipts. It's all kept on file under my account and it's easy, it's simple. And I can haggle and deal, and they always price match. So if I can find something cheaper, even if it's on Amazon, they'll price match it. They'll price match it as long as it's not used, as long as it's new. Like I prefer going to an actual tool store because usually the tool store will give you better service on top and that, and like it's just a better way to go. But yeah, but Makita, I think Makita is just going to become a specialty brand for tool stores that want to carry it. Like it's so. No, they got some 18-volt automotive tools, and they also have some new 12-volt automotive tools. Bosch is keeping their 12-volt, but primarily for their automotive tools. They are going to be making some. They got some new stuff. They've got a digital torque wrench like the Milwaukee. They got one that's like the Milwaukee, but it goes up to 250 foot-pound torque. It's a lot more robust and it's accurate. It's actually accurate. The Milwaukee is almost 5 to 6 foot-pounds out of accuracy. Like when you're torquing stuff down, it always over torques. It always over torques. It's horrible. That Milwaukee is horrible. I've used it. I've played with it. We got one from Midas and we used it and we returned it because it was horrible. But Bosch has got one coming out. And it's going to be snooking. Like they got a whole bunch of new stuff coming out. Like I've got all kinds of write-ups and that from them and that they're releasing and they've got some cool stuff. And as it comes out, I'm going to be buying some of it. I'm not going to be buying all of it, but I'm going to be buying some of it and to show you guys because I've got a really good rep for Bosch up here that is willing to help me get some stuff. I'm not going to get it for free. I'm going to get discounts on it, so I'm still going to pay for it out of my pocket. But second it hits American soil, he guaranteed me that he'll make sure that I get access to buying them. So that's going to be interesting. And later on this week, in this week coming, I'll have the new Bosch router. I'll have the new Bosch router here. I might even have the new 18-volt ratchet here. I might even have that. I've also I've purchased their new 3/4 inch impact gun, which is almost twice the power of their other 3/4 inch. So yeah, Hey, Apache. How you doing, Apache? Thanks for popping in. Can't stay. Oh, man. But, well, thanks for stopping and saying hi. I really appreciate that. If you could, just remember to give me a like and a thumbs up, Kind of helps my channel get into the algorithm a little bit more. No, it still hasn't arrived yet. It's still waiting on that Metabo heat gun. It says it's on the mainland, so that means that I should probably get it on Monday or Tuesday. I don't know where they shipped it from, but they definitely didn't ship it from any place local. I'm looking forward to that one. But I also ordered the Einhell heat gun to test that one out too. I ordered the Einhell too. So I'm hoping to get both of them at the same time, the Metabo and the Einhell, to give them a test. So no. But yeah, no, just working on slowly collecting some more tools to add to my collection, upgrading some stuff, swapping out some of my Milwaukee stuff. Bosch apparently also has a new grinder. So when that comes out, I'm going to try to get that ASAP too. Still waiting to see what Metabo is coming out with, though. Metabo is being very secretive on their new release because Metabo is apparently going to do a big tool release in early December, and they're going to be making a whole bunch of videos showing their new lineup. But Metabo apparently has a crap load of new tools that they're coming out with too, because but Metabo is a good company. They listen to their customers. They read their emails. When you email them, and if they get enough emails for a specific tool, they'll make it. If there's enough demand, they'll make it. Like they were the first to make a duplex nailer. They were the first to make a duplex nailer. They were the first with a lot of stuff. They were the first with a good framing nailer, and that they've had a lot of firsts, and that's because people requested, and I've been hounding them for a cordless coil framing nailer, because that, for production work and large framing jobs, a coil framing nailer is king, because you hold a lot more nails, it's more compact and it gets into tighter spaces. A coil framing nailer is boss for framing and construction, and someone needs to make one. So I'm hoping when Metabo does their release, that's one of the tools. So hello, Maran, how you doing? What a rugged guy. Yes, I'm a rugged guy because I'm old and I live in the forest. I'm old and I live in the forest, and I work even though I'm old. Not all of us can look like Hollywood movie stars, my friend, but I try my best. What are you doing? What did you cook, Denny? What did you cook for us? What did you cook for us today, Denny? Oh, I'm old. I'm 61. I'm 61 years old, my friend. I'm old. Another 10 years and I'll be dust. Another 10 years, I'll be as old as dust. But if you guys have any questions or want to learn anything, and I guess I might as well share my secret to getting air bubbles out of a caulking tube. Now, you've all probably run into this. You go and snip the tip off your caulking, you put it in your caulking, and you're squeezing it, and it's coming out fine, and all of a sudden you get and it farts out a big glob of caulking. And we all hate it when that happens. Well, a little trick and secret to do it and getting the air bubbles out of these caulking tubes: snip your tip off, take in your hand, squeeze it, push on it, and roll it like this. Give it a tap, roll it a couple more times, give it a tap, roll it a couple more, tap it on the ground, and you'll see all the air comes up to the top. All you have to do is just give it a couple rolls, a tap, a couple rolls, a tap, a couple rolls, bang, and the air comes right up to the top. 99.9% of the time, it works. It's a real simple trick, but what you're doing is you're literally squishing and forcing the air up, but vibrating it, and the little tap knocks it up. And then bang on the ground, finishes it off. Throw it in your caulking gun and go to town and get some clean beads out there. Get some clean caulking beads with no caulking gun farts. We don't like caulking gun farts. So, but yeah, that's my little secret to getting the air out of the caulking. And like I said, 99.9% of the time it works. But you have to make sure you squeeze it, put a little bit of pressure on it, and roll it. So there you go. Little secret. So there's my tip of my tip of the day. My tip of the day. Oh, and I also got my bag of backward screws. You know, they usually say lefty loosey, righty tighty, but these ones are righty loosey and lefty tighty. These ones go the opposite way. I need them for a project that I'm working on. But yeah, these screws go the opposite way. They're backward screws. They're backwards. Works with silicone, works with anything, Dynaflex, silicone. It kind of almost works for glue for the PLs, except for the thing with the PLs, they put the PL in a paper tube. So you got to be careful not to break the paper on the tube. So I don't really recommend it for the PL, but for silicone, caulking, all that stuff, it works. So there you go. Oh. So is there any new tools that you guys know about that you're looking forward to? Is there any new tools that you've seen or heard about that you guys are looking forward to, or any tools that you want to get coming up? What are you saving your money for? What are you saving your pennies for? Whatever the brand you use. My fave bits. Viking, you mentioned. Do you want? Oh, my Viking drill bits? You're talking about my Viking drill bits. These things here, my Viking drill bits. When I need to warranty them, I just go to KMS, the store that I bought them from, and they just grab one for me off the shelf. They grab me one off the shelf, they put it in a little bag, and it gets sent back to gets a picture. I don't know how they deal with it, but Viking will send them another one to replace the one they gave me. But if I break a Viking bit, they just replace it and they just give me a new one. So, but yeah, I love my Viking bits. I've had these bits for a long time, and they drill through. Like Juan has seen it, and quite a few other people have seen it on my other videos and lives. They drill through iron steel like the 5-ton truck brake rotor. Drills right through that brake rotor like butter. And they make all different types, like made in the USA. They're high, they're good quality, they're affordable. That's the nice thing, they're affordable. A lot of other manufacturers use their bits and rebrand them, but you can get them in all different sizes. You can get them in big R sizes, you can get them in small sizes, you can get them cryo treated. They got some cryo treated ones. Their cryo treated ones are the cat's meow. Their cryo treated drill bits outperform, outlast, and outlive Cobalt drill bits. Their cryo tempered drill bits are better than Cobalt. They're not brittle like cobalt. They're stronger. You can cut sideways with the drill bit if you wanted to. That's how good those are. These ones here, I can cut sideways without them breaking. Like, it's Viking drill bits are just good drill bits. So if you want to get a good, reliable set of drill bits, buy Viking drill bits. They're affordable. They're readily available. Almost every store that sells them will warranty them out over the counter. And they're just good. They're just good drill bits. Like, I don't use cobalt. I use these things, and I've never had a problem. And I drill stainless steel like a hot damn in the wintertime. So it needs to save for 10 years. You got to play the lottery. You got to play the lottery and pray that you win, or get really good at the casino. There you go. Get really good at the casino. Or find a rich prince, find a rich Arabian prince, and convince him that you're his brother, and he needs to help you get tools. I'm your brother. Need tools. No. A 6-inch chainsaw. A little bit of pruning and trimming down branches. That would be cool. I haven't played with many of those little chainsaws, but out of the two, I'd probably say go with the DeWalt. I'd say the DeWalt would probably be a better purchase for the 6-inch chainsaw. That's what I think. Could sell my body. No, Sharoof. We don't want you to sell your body. We don't want you to become a Makita fanboy. Okay, once you start selling your body, you're gonna get an addiction for Makita, and it's all downhill from there, my friends. So don't do that. We will never stoop to that low. So, no. But I myself, I probably, because I'm not a big fan of Milwaukee anymore. I'm just not a big fan of them. I've been very disappointed in their quality, longevity, and durability. I'm just not impressed with Milwaukee anymore. Like, yeah, they may have the most powerful, they may have the fastest, but their quality is crap. Like, I've just over the last 2 years, such a bad experience with the new Milwaukee tools coming out, not holding up, not lasting, coming out like everyone saw that video of that track saw, brand new track saw out of the box, and it didn't work properly. So I had to get it exchanged for another one. Thankfully, the one that they replaced it with works properly, but I don't know how long it's going to last. Like, I don't know how long it's going to last. Like, I just haven't been happy with them. And their batteries, like Milwaukee's batteries, are designed and built to fail within 2 years. Like, once the warranty's expired, it's literally designed to fail after the warranty's expired. So you are forced to go buy new batteries. Milwaukee plays dirty pool with their batteries, and that just makes me pissed off. And the fact that they say they're a professional tool, we're a professional grade tool, but none of our tools are IP 56 rated or 58 rated. Like, none of their tools are IP rated. And they say, well, if you get water damage, moisture damage, or any kind of moisture intrusion, warranty is void. We don't warranty that. Well, if your tools can't be used outside in the rain and the snow and in the weather, then it's not a professional tool. You're just an glorified, high-powered DIY tool, in my opinion, and an expensive one at that. Like, if you're a professional tool trying to sell to professional people, your tools need to be IP rated, weather resistant, and be able to hold up in all the weather. I'm just not happy with Milwaukee anymore. I'm just not. So, hey, Garage, how you doing? Nice to see you here. Nice to hear you. See you here, Garage. VR? You're not one of those weirdos, are you? You're not one of those weirdos. You're not like hanging out with the Roblox kids, are you? You better not be hanging out in Roblox. If you're in Roblox, man, I don't know. I'm going to have to kick you in the ass real hard. That VR stuff is weirdo stuff, man. There's a lot of weirdos in that VR stuff, man. A lot of weirdos. It's not good for you. That VR stuff is not good for you. go out and experience the real world. Go out and experience real. VR is just weird. Yes, we live in Canada. We have we geese everywhere. They're our secret weapon. It's our secret. They're our secret weapon. If anyone invades Canada, we have tactical geese. Our tactical geese are designed to, like kamikazes. They're kamikaze bombers. They'll fly towards the enemy and upon contact explode. Yes, so our tactical geese. We train them. They're absolute heroes. Like, and the fact that they're willing to sacrifice their lives to protect our nation, it's amazing. But yeah, they're great. All our geese are that. And if you've noticed, we've got a lot of our Canadian geese already in the U.S. We're prepared for the invasion. So when the U.S. tries to invade us, we've already got millions of tactical geese on U.S. soil. So we're prepared. We're prepared. We've got them strategically placed to protect ourselves from a U.S. invasion. Yeah. Yep. They just fly right into the enemy, and once they make contact, like, we don't spend money on drones. Like, why do we need drones when we got geese? Come on, we got millions of geese up here. So why do we need drones? Like, come on, they're tactical geese. Like that's just how we roll up here, man. Then we make sure that we give them a hero's funeral, and we put their little goose name on a big wall. We got the wall of goose heroes. Big wall of goose heroes up here. It's huge. All the geese that have sacrificed their lives in the protection of Canada. It's amazing. And we're working on tactical beavers too. Like, we've discovered beavers are really useful. They can build dams. We can build like the tactical beavers will build a big dam. It will fill up with water. Then a tactical goose will go and crash into it, blow it up, causing a massive flood to happen. Like, it's quite a unique setup that we have up here with our military, utilizing our animals and that. And it's quite unique. So. Yeah. Looking for the most compact right angle drill available. Well, have I got something for you, my friend? What you're going to do, my friend, is you're going to get a quarter-inch ratchet. You're going to go out buy yourself a Milwaukee or anything, any kind of ratchet. You're going to go out buy yourself one of these ratchets. Then you're going to buy a quarter-inch adapter keyed chuck. You're going to put that quarter-inch keyed chuck on there, and badoom, you have the smallest, most compact right-angle drill. There is another right-angle drill, but only 3 people make them and sell them. And they're not expensive. They're called an aircraft drill. Aircraft drill is literally the same thing as a ratchet, except for on the end it's got a special holder that holds special bits. But they're really expensive. But those are the most compact right angle drills ever. But this little thing here on the ratchet, it works great. I actually use this for drilling out exhaust manifold studs in tight spaces on engines. And it's a nice little keyed chuck. And you can get them on Amazon. You can get them on the Snap-on truck. You can get them on like almost anywhere. Almost every place sells them. But that little thing there makes the smallest, semi-affordable right-angle drill. Boom, boom, boom. So there you go. So there you go. Most compact right-angle drill for you. Other than that, like I said, there are people that make, it's called an aircraft drill. It's for aircraft mechanics. and it's for drilling rivets and that. And it uses really small drill bits too. They got special drill bits, except for they're expensive and the tool is expensive. And there's only like 3-4 companies that make it. So that's not really a good option. But right here, if you already own a ratchet, you're halfway there. You just need to get the little keyed chuck, and it's small. That is the smallest, tightest. Like, I'll go get the Milwaukee. I'll go grab the Milwaukee. Okay? Give me a second. Let me find it. Okay, I got the Milwaukee. There's the Milwaukee. There you go, my friends. Look at how much smaller that is. That is small. Small, very small. There you go. There's a little trick for you. Go. So, there you go. See, the bonus of being a mechanic and a carpenter and also a millwright, I've got all kinds of tools that are universal between both trades and little tricks and stuff like that. So, that's the bonus of being multi-trade and having tools for all different trades. But actually, no, they're all pretty much the same. They're all pretty much the same. Like I said, they sell them on Amazon. They're all Jacobs. They're all made by Jacobs. Every single one that's out there is made by Jacobs. It's a little mini micro Jacobs keyed chuck that's made for a quarter inch ratchet, and it works great. But like I said, if you want to spend the money, you can get yourself an aircraft drill. It looks like a ratchet, but it's not. It's high speed, and it uses tiny little drill bits. I used to have one, but I sold it because I didn't use it much. I didn't use it enough, and I had a friend that was doing aircraft mechanics, so I sold it to him, so he could save some money, because I just didn't use it a whole lot, and I spent a lot of money on it, and I just didn't want it sitting on the shelf, and he needed it more than I did. So, but it's a handy little tool. That's a good option for you. Right. Like the only other thing are those little flexy things that you have to put on a drill, but that's the thing. Now you got the drill. The drill is big. You can try to use a flexi bit if you want or something like that, but now you got to hold it with two hands and stuff like that. Those little attachments that you put on a drill, you got to hold it with two hands and stuff like that. That's one-handed. It's one-handed. It's easy, simple, and it's just a good way to go. So, yeah. So there you go, James. Look into that. Give it a try. And you're off to the races. And you can get really small drill bits too. You can buy really small drill bits. I got small drill bits of my wazoo somewhere around here, somewhere. But I'm not going to look for them right now. Yeah. There you go. So hopefully that helps you, James. Hopefully that helps you, my friend. No, but yeah, they're all Jacobs. They're Jacob keyed chucks. Any other questions? Any other questions? Any other things that you need to know? Anything else that anyone else wants to know? Feel free to ask. Here. I'll see if I can find a link for you. See if I can find a link for you. Do do do. Do do do. Oh, Jesus. Where is it? 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 Where are you? Oh, Lord. Why am I having a difficult time finding it? I used to be able to find it easy peasy everywhere. That's not the one. Where are you? Where did you go? Where did you go? Da, 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 da. Where did you go? There it is. There. It's called the Pro Truck. Get a link for you guys here in a second. There you go. And here's the link for you guys for the truck. Here comes the link for the truck. Are you guys ready? There you go. There is the link for the chuck. There's the link for the chuck. That is the link for the chuck, guys. There you go. James, there's the link. Link for it. You can also make it smaller if you're using hex drive drill bits. You're using hex drive drill bits. Where did you get? Where's my hex bit adapter? Where did my hex bit adapter go? Where are you, hex bit adapter? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where did you go? Where's my hexy bit adapter? Where did you go? Where is it? Where did you go? My little hex bit adapter is missing. Oh, Jesus. I can't find it. Where is it? Oh, God. Don't know where it is. Can't find it. But anyways, yeah, there's a hex bit adapter that you can get too that's made for impact guns. Let's see. 1/4-inch bit adapter. No. One. Dun, dun, dun. Boo, boo, boo. Where are you, little friend? Where are you? Right there. There you go. You can, if you're also using hex drive drill bits, you can also use one of these. I can't find mine. Where God earth, I have no idea where it is. But you can also use one of these on a ratchet too, on a cordless ratchet. So one of these will also work if you're using hex bit drive. I have one somewhere, but I just can't find it. It might be in the bus. It might be in my pile of stuff in the bus. But you can also use one. So there you go. You can also use one of those. But that's if you're using hex adapters, and that is the hex drill bits. The thing about the keyed chuck one, you can use any drill bit, any driver bit with the keyed chuck, and it's worth it. It's worth the money. Like some things you can't be cheap about. Some things you can't be cheap about if you want good. But yeah, but you can also use one of these with a hex drive drill bit. That will also help you out too. But I like that keyed chuck because I can use my standard drill bits. I don't have to buy any special drill bits. I can use any drill bit I want with that one. So I don't need to buy any special ones. But there you go. Solutions and options to every problem out there. Oh, it's steel. It's solid steel. It's solid steel. It's made by Jacob. It's literally made by it's manufactured by Jacob. Chuck. He's heavy. Like when you buy this thing, you're buying a premium tool, and it's worth every penny. And it's solid steel. That is solid steel. You can even see the rest. But she's solid steel. The whole thing is solid steel. Not an ounce of plastic in this thing. Not 1 ounce of plastic. You're buying a premium tool. You're not buying cheapo junk. You're not buying something that's going to last you a month or 2 months for that. You're buying something that's going to last you a lifetime. So, and it's got a nice little key for it. It's worth the money. It's literally worth the money. But you can use every drill bit, any driver bit, anything that you want in it, because it's a key chuck. It's a chuck. But that's the thing is, if you're using hex, if you're using hex drive, you can get away with the hex bit. So you can get away with the hex bit adapter. Now, like I said, cordless ratchet. It's got more than enough speed for drilling wood, metal, anything. Like I said, I use it for drilling out hardened steel exhaust manifold bolts when they break off. Without having to pull the ends or anything like that, I can get up in there, get that hole drilled, and it drills that hardened steel, no problem. So there you go. Any other questions? Any other tips? Any other advice that you guys need, looking for? Anything? You guys have any other questions for me? Ooh, I'm hoping our Canadian dollar goes up at least 5%. I'm hoping it goes up by at least 5%. We can't afford for it to drop any lower than 69. Like 69 cents on the US dollar. We need our currency to go up, man. There was a time in history when the Canadian dollar and US dollar was at par, was traded at par. And that was the best year, 2 years of life, man. When the Canadian US dollar was traded at par and we had no tariffs, we had no stupid border stuff. Life was good. Trade was good. Business was good. Everything was good for both countries. We were trading at par. It was nice. I miss that. Jesus. And it costs $1.35 Canadian for a US dollar right now. $1.35. But once upon a time, it was traded at par, and I would like to see those days again, because there's no reason our two currencies cannot be traded at par. No reason. So. Anyways, do you guys have any other questions for me? Anything else that you want to ask me about? Any other advice, tips, opinions? Ask now or forever hold your peace. Ask now or forever hold your peace. If you guys have any other questions that you want to ask, any other tips or anything that you want to know about that I might possibly have the answer to, feel free to ask now, or I'm or I'm going to end the stream and go have a nap and have something to eat. So I'm going to go have a nap, have something to eat, and then just relax. Yes, Sunex makes the Vivor impacts. Sunex makes them. They're grade G. They're not their grade C. Most most Sunex sockets are grade G. I mean grade C. Most of them are grade C, but the ones that they make for Vivor are grade G. They're not the highest grade, but they're not bad. They're not a bad socket. These Vivor sockets are actually pretty decent for the money that you spend on them. You can use them professionally. You can use them like there's nothing wrong with them. They are a decent socket for the price. And so there you go. See, in China, they grade stuff by letters, and A being the highest quality, but 99% of all tools, even ones made in the US, Snap-on tools are only a grade C. Like they're only a grade C plus. They're rated as a grade C plus. They're not quite a B, but that's the thing. Grade C when it comes to tool and tool steel is what about 90% of all tool manufacturers use that make professional tools. So like finding something that's a grade A or grade B, you'll be looking at really high prices. It's going to be something made in Japan. It's going to be something that's going to be ultra premium, but it's not needed, not really needed. Like last year, I made a video of that showing you the letter grading on gear wrench on the tools. They have a letter grading. The letter grading is actually stamped on it. So when you buy the gear wrench, you can tell what grade it is. And some other manufacturers still do that, but a lot don't put the grading on anymore because they don't want people that know about the grading to tell people, hey, well, that's a lower grade. Don't buy that one, buy this one. So, but yeah, there you go. You have to Google it. Just use Google. Just use Google one. That's all you got to do. So, but last year I went over the great tool grading, and that last year in the live stream, and I also think I have a video somewhere out about it already. But yeah, tools are graded by letters, not numbers, and they're like I said, there are like almost zero grade A and B tools out there. Grade C is pretty much the highest that almost every tool manufacturer hits. Even Snap-on is only grade C. So, but there are some companies that lie about their grade too. There are a lot of companies that will lie about their grade when they say they're grade C, but they're actually a grade G. So you got to be careful of that stuff. But anyways, my friends, I'm going to end the stream because I'm going to have a nap. I'm going to have something to eat, and I'm going to have a quick shower and get this concrete out of my hair and out of my hands, and that's it. So, but anyways, my friends, Cobalt grade FF. It depends on the Cobalt, Denny. If you have Cobalt tools pre-2017. If you have any Cobalt tools pre-2017, those sockets and wrenches were made by Snap-on for them at one of their industrial plants. They're not as high grade as Snap-on, but they were actually manufactured. The Cobalt sockets pre-2017 were actually manufactured by Snap-on. Just like some of the older Husky stuff was manufactured by a Snap-on plant. So, because at the time, it was the only way they could get USA-made sockets that met the requirements. And Snap-on used to, well, one of their subsidiaries makes it for them. The same subsidiary that makes most of the cat tools. That's the thing. Not all cat tools are Snap-on. A lot of them are subsidiaries. and are industrial grade, but Armstrong, I wouldn't invest in Armstrong sockets and Armstrong tools. I wouldn't. I just wouldn't invest in them because their warranty is not really true. They're great. Their quality's not there anymore. They're not worth it. Armstrong tools just aren't worth the money anymore. Yeah, that's right. Cat Williams is made by Williams. Well, most of the are, but Williams is owned by Snap-on. No, Williams under Snap-on used to manufacture Husky, Cobalt, and a couple other brands for here in America, and they were really good sockets. I've got some old Williams Husky. I've got some old Williams Husky that have outlived, actually, believe it or not, the Snap-on sockets. But that's the thing. Pre-2017, there's a chance that you're going to have good ones. And they still sell. Home Depot actually still sells some of the older Husky sets, the big mechanic sets, the complete mechanic sets, the big like $1,600 and $2,000 tool set that they sell. Those are all USA made tools in that set. The newer ones and the smaller kits, they're made in Taiwan. They're not premium, but they still actually have thousands upon thousands of these master mechanic sets that they're still trying to sell. They're still trying to liquidate, and they're USA made. They're made by Williams, and they're made by made by American grade tools. And those sets are worth money. And the price that you pay for them, $1,600 for a master mechanic set that comes with all your wrenches, your sockets, your ratchets, screwdrivers, everything. Bam! Like I'm talking about. I'm talking about the Husky set that has these screwdrivers. These are made in the USA. Made in the USA. And they were actually made by Williams. So there you go. Actually, a lot of Blue Point stuff is still made in the U.S., but a lot of it is made overseas now. Blue Point, they moved most of the manufacturing, but word on the street is they're bringing it back to the U.S. soil. Word on the street is they're bringing it back, but Blue Point's still a good tool. Blue Point, even though it's made overseas, it's still a good tool. It's still a good tool. I got a lot of Blue Point tools, and I'm very happy with them. And they're a great alternative from Snap-on to Snap-on tools. Williams and Blue Point, same warranty, lifetime warranty. Still damn good tools, still professional tools. So there you go. But anyways, my friends, I'm going to end the stream because I want a nap and I'm hungry. I need to eat food. So thank you, my friends, for being here. Thank you for giving me your likes and your view time. And thank you for just being part of my group and part of my channel. I really appreciate every single one of you guys. You're all superstars and you're all awesome. And I just have an awesome weekend. Have an awesome weekend, my friend. And I'll catch you all on the flip side next Saturday, same time, 1 o'clock. 1 o'clock every Saturday. I will be here to talk to you guys, to answer your questions, to give you advice. And as I get new tools, I will share the new tools with you. And I'm just here to help you out and here to be your friend. So I'll catch you all on the flip side, my friends.